Hi everybody, this is Alchemist 2 and I'm backing up with another book review. I'm really not having a very good day, even though it is All Saints Day and El Dia de los Muertos, which is actually another one of my favorite holidays, and I know I'm not really that enthusiastic about it. I really should be, but I just been having a lot of anxiety and nervousness, and it just, my tips of my fingernails are peeling off, and I've had problems sleeping. I've got a lot going through my head, and it's just really agitating, and I'm trying to be civil about everything, but I'm going to go ahead and do this book review just because I can. I recently read Jane Slayer, and I actually thought it wasn't too terribly bad. Now, it's based on the original classic Jane Eyre, and this time the Jane in this novel slays all sorts of beasts, mainly vampires, but it's actually a pretty good read. And there is a reading group guide at the very end, and it just you get a different sort of perspective with her vampire relatives, and that the fact at the very beginning she's really not given a whole lot to enjoy, and she might have had a little bit of resentment toward them. I don't know. I personally think that she did. I think that she was out for revenge. That's why she was going out and slaying vampires. And they spell vampire in this book Vampyre. That's the old archaic spelling of the word vampire. It's just very intriguing, and there's some questions that I think that are really, really good at the very end. And it's only 395 pages, and it's a good it's a really enjoyable and entertaining read. And I like these Enhance Your Book Club suggestions. Armed with Jane's description of vampires, zombies, and werewolves, visit a crowded public place, such as the mall, or a party at night, and see if you can spot the unnatural walking among us. Note, it is unadvisable for untrained citizens to attempt the work of a slayer. Don't try to stake or behead anybody. An abridged version of the novel is available under the title Jane Eyre. It has been hailed by some as the truer representation of Victorian England than the original, but others believe its deletion of vampires, zombies, and werewolves and the like has made it much duller. I agree with that. Read a few chapters and compare the two versions, sharing your opinion with the book club. Co-author Sherry Browning Irwin has established a website where you can go and learn more about her and find out about her other books on vampires and romance. You also find links to her blog and social media pages where you can visit, where you can share with her your encounters with the undead and unnatural. Then it has the website is www.sherrybrowninirwin.com. ERWIN, not IWRIRWIN. But other than that, I think that it's a pretty good book, and it's well worth your time reading if you like vampire stories. And it's bloodier than a lot of tales I've read. It kind of reminded me of Anne Rice, though I really like Anne Rice's work a whole lot better. I just love the way that she writes, and she's very descriptive, and she paints just absolutely glorious word pictures, and she's a fantastic writer. It's a pity she doesn't write vampire stories any longer. She writes stories about Jesus Christ now, which they're just as good. They're very extremely well written, and they're actually very accurate, I think. But of course, I wasn't around in that time, but I think that this writer is just as good, but not so good as Anne Rice. But yeah, I would say about in the middle, and it's worth a read, especially if you have the time to do it. So that's basically all I have to say about Jane Slayer. So see you next time.